Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Yvonne, and I just want to explain what I'm doing here. I am creating this series about narcissism because I feel it's very important when it comes when it comes to family life, when it comes within relationships or dating or any kind of member of your family, your child, your son. So narcissism can pose difficulties of trying to understand what the hell is going on. I am an intuitive reader and coach. If you follow me, you will know that. In this series, I'm going to explain all about narcissism and its forms. Why? Because I want to help victims, and I want to help people who are going through this and need some guidance. So I hope you can learn about narcissism from my videos, and they help you along your journey. Okay, this is this series continued. I'm going to call this part 3. Okay, and I'm just going to take this right off the bat, and how, you know, I'm no professional here, but how I feel. I think after I have experienced narcissistic abuse in the past, and how it makes you feel. And I hear you saying, you know, did that person ever kind of truly love me unconditionally? Was it all just fake? Was it all just a lie? And this is a very difficult kind of truth to absorb, because it just feels as if, you know, you was just an object to extract attention from others in any way that you was kind of used as like a target. There's lots of ways that narcissists use their targets. You know, narcissists can use you to gain sympathy from the larger audience. You know, you're like a small fish, really. You've become this object, okay, that now is this pet person, whatever they think in their crazy world, you know. So, you know, they come back, and if they just prod you to get emotion, to feed their empty shell, and sometimes they will evoke hurtful responses from you. Don't forget, let's going back to the responses. They will evoke very kind of painful responses by digging at your vulnerabilities, which, you know, at the kind of getting to know stage, the love bombing stage of the relationship, what they were doing was finding out all about these vulnerabilities to bank this at the back of their head, brain, like software, you know, like a memory stick. Let's pop it in that memory stick there for later. And this is all calculated. It's calculated. And going back to, you know, so they can prod you for use you as a vessel to project all their sewer, their hatred for themselves, and by evoking negative emotions from you makes them feel good, because then they're saying, actually, you're the person that's horrible. You're the person that's yelling and screaming at me. You're the person, you know, I can't say anything to you without you triggering or switching on a switch here. Without you, I can't mention that time when, you know, that thing happened to you without you going crazy. You know, you're the crazy one, not me. So it's like projecting their craziness and their horrible, they hate themselves inside. So what they do is remind you of things that you told them about, that you were very hurt about in the past, and they use this as a weapon to evoke emotions from you, to press that button when they feel like, I need some narcissistic supply here, so I'm going to press that button, and I'm going to evoke this hateful hatred from you. So it just makes me feel, it just feeds me at my sewer of a person inside and makes me feel better. Okay. So kind of, did they ever love you? Did they ever kind of love you? I feel that you saw what you thought was love. You know, that, I mean, who's to know? You know, you were this very loving person with and naive. Who needs to be naive against a narcissist? You know, but you was naive. You've never met anybody like this before, so you're naive unless, you know, you were an empath in your family dynamics. You wouldn't notice this, or you would see this as kind of love. So the person that you're kind of questioning, did they ever love me? The way they went about trying to pretend that they loved you is that they observed you. Like I said before, they studied you, they observed you at the beginning, all of your sensitivities, all of your vulnerabilities, all of things that you fear, you know, all of your fears. They watched you because they don't understand that. They're a robot, you know, so they keep looking at you. Okay, well look, that's an emotion, that's an emotion, and that's an emotion. So what they're doing, they're banking all of these things into that memory stick. Remember that I said before, like a robot. In terms of love, you're thinking, well, how could they really know? They really showed me at the beginning, the love bombing stage. They really did show that they cared. So how come that happens? You know, well, what they perceive as, they'll watch movies on the television, you know, these love stories, these love movies, although that they bore them silly, that they're boring because it doesn't mean anything to them. They watch and emulate this kind of love, you know. You get this not ridiculous, get a love story that's very dramatic, you know, on the television or a movie, and what they do is they also bank that at the back of their head in this memory stick for later. Okay, well, that's how somebody shows expression of love. Oh, I can see he is whisking her off and he's carrying her over his shoulder, and okay, and the way he kisses her and the way he's looking into her eyes, or vice versa, the way that she's looking into, okay, that's what love is. Okay, that's love and affection. What everybody else is showing can see what's normal apart from me. So they take all this like a movie and stick it in their bank at the back there, and when they need that, they will then express this to you, this fake love, and it's like it's the best love that you've ever experienced. You know, this love bombing stage, get all this from the memory bank, bring it back into the forefront of their mind here, and you know, it's full on, and anything that's too good to be true or happens within, it is too fast and it's happening really fast. Or if somebody says to you, I'm so in love with you, I love you, I can't control this feeling, I'm so, yeah, I can't stop thinking about you, you're in my thoughts day and night, I can't believe how much I've fallen in love with you. Just be careful if it's anything dramatic like that, because that's what love bombing is about. It's fake. They're emulating some movie, you know, Gone with the Wind, or you know, Jerry Maguire, when he walks in and he said, you know, I love you, I always loved you, and you complete me, and all of this. They will emulate all of that, you know, you complete me, and they will pick you up, throw you over the shoulder. Or if they watch a movie where somebody throws the woman onto the boot of a car and completely you know, throws them off their feet to kiss them, it's something very kind of, you know, like a love story, and you're in this whirlwind of this love story, and you've never experienced before. You're thinking, and this is what you hope for. You hope for this all of your, you know, teenage life, you know, the princess that and your childhood, your princess who meets the knight in shining armour. You dream about this, and this narcissist knows this. They know all of this, that girls are brought up like this. And there you are, being swept off your feet by this knight in shining armour, bringing you roses, bringing you, you know, making you dinners, and it's all kind of copied from movies. Underneath there's an agenda. Underneath there is a hatred towards you, you know, this seething sewer here inside where they truly hate themselves, that they've got to actually pretend to be, put this mask on of this person from this love story movie just to look normal in people's eyes, and to look normal to everyone, to be that perfect person, that you know, the person that got whipped and got the belt out to them, beaten up as a child, told that they were worthless, told that they will never succeed, they will always be a failure, and you know, this hatred they feel, this shame they feel about themselves is so hidden within themselves and so remotely out of the way that they have to put on this persona, this mask, to say, look, I want to be this perfect person that everybody loves. I want everybody to love me. You know, I want to pretend to be this person who is capable of love, who is capable of intimacy, who is capable of bonding so deeply. I want to be that person, and I want to pretend to be that, because I know that I can't be like that, but I can pretend to be like that. So did this person ever truly love you right from the heart, unconditionally? That's the question here. Now that's love bombing in you know, in a nutshell, really. They emulate love stories, watch other people, their expression of love, and they pretend to be like that to gain your validation. It's all about validation, don't forget, and it's all about responsiveness. So you'll be like, oh my god, you know, you're really responsive to this because it's your dream come true. And also the love making, it's all dramatic. It's like, oh God, you're the best woman I've ever met, you're the best guy, and it's like this pretending orgasms and pretending it's all exciting and pretending it's like so thrilling and it's all new and fresh. So don't forget too that narcissists like that freshness, because from the freshness of a new supply, they you know, a person that doesn't know them, without the mask, without this pretense going on, without this acting going on, they can be whoever they want to be. They can be James Bond if they want to be, you know, and these women believe it. So you've got James Bond, and James Bond's making love to you, and making love to you, not having sex, making love to you. So you've got this guy that's like Mr. Perfect making love to you, and he thinks it's the best sex in the world. He's never been in love as much as this before. He's entrenched with love, you know. I just feel like immersing myself into this love. I can't believe this is so fantastic, and it's all drama. It's all drama. And it feels, if you want it to be so true, you want it to be so real, that you kind of dismiss that it's maybe not real, that it is a love story, that it is something that's once in a lifetime. You kind of go with it, but you can see that it's slightly fake, and it's not like you know, which are red flags. You can see that it's fake, and it's not really how normal guys do this. Normal guys just take the, you know, may take their time, maybe shy at telling you that they love you, maybe shy at, you know, expressing their emotions at the beginning, because they kind of suss you out, you're sussing them out, so it's all very slow at the beginning. But not with a narcissist. It happens very fast, although they have been examining you for maybe months prior to that, and dissecting you to find out your vulnerabilities. So underneath this bravado, underneath this persona, is somebody who really loathes themselves, has no inner ego, has no inner core, and is just acting as like a robot, you know, an entity. And you know, you're trying to believe that this is true, but you think it's something slightly off here, but you kind of want to believe it. But behind that, behind this mask this guy has got on, or this girl has got on, is a person that really truly hates you for being able to feel this emotion, to feel this joy, to feel these sensations. This person has pushed that so far down, they're not able to feel this. So in reality, this person envies you, hates you, is jealous of you for having this normal mentality and this normal kind of, you know, identity that they are now working on stealing this from you, okay, and leaving you. And this is, I will go into that where they actually steal your, I think I did go into that, but I'll go into that a bit more, where they actually take your identity and then start to devalue you. So then you get the devalue stage. They start to devalue once they feel they've taken your identity, stolen your soul. They start to make you feel bad about yourself, like, didn't you, you know, don't you kind of value yourself? You'll get little digs like this at the beginning. Don't you value yourself? Don't you feel that, you know, you're actually putting some weight on, that, you know, you're not as attractive as when I first met you, and all of these digs, and it's chipping away at your self-esteem. Because don't forget, a narcissist has no self-esteem. Their self-esteem is rock bottom, so low, it's in the sewer. you know, and they want you to feel like them. They want to switch identities. They want to be you, which they will never be, okay? They want to be you that has this solid identity, this solid core, who knows who they are. But also has some vulnerabilities. But they're so manipulative, they look for those vulnerabilities to work on, chip away at, until they destroy you. Until they destroy you. So do they truly love you? With behind that persona, they want to destroy you, the essence of you. Would you see that as love? These people are not capable of love. And this is the most hurtful thing, is the most hurtful realization that this person never loved you. And the most hurtful thing is realizing this is the first stages of healing from a narcissistic abuse, is to realize that this person never loved you. All they were interested in is exposing your failures, is exposing your vulnerabilities, is chipping away at you and destroying you and taking away your beautiful self. That's all they were interested in. And the sideline of that is gaining everybody's attention as a victim of you, okay? They will then start to blame you for this. It's your behaviour, it's your mental health issues, you're the crazy one, you're the one at fault here, and they will let everybody know about it, and that will even drag you down even more, pull you down even more. You know, it's all your fault, she's crazy, I'm tired of her mental illness, I'm tired of having to tread on eggshells around her, I'm tired of, and what they're doing is projecting their own horrible behaviour and projecting it onto you and gaining validation from others through their sympathy. It's sickness, it's crazy, it's not love. And this is the only thing that is so painful when you realise this. This was never, it was all fake, it was never love. You know, all they wanted to do is use me as an object, as that pet at home, as some vessel to extract, you know, something, some response, you know, to fill that empty shell. So that this session here, this episode here, is really kind of quite painful as a realization that this person, anybody with narcissistic characteristics, are not capable of love, and realizing that they didn't love you, they just wanted to abuse you, take your identity and destroy you. If you're in this situation, you know, try to get out of this situation, whatever you do. If you can see that the mask has dropped and now you're stuck with this person, they've got you in a situation where you're isolated and you're stuck with this person, then you have to think of a plan to get out of this, because this person does not love you. They're just going to destroy you, and then they're going to blame you for all of this. Okay, sending you love and blessings, all of you. And protection and love. I know how this feels. I've been through it, and I will explain that one day. Okay. I just want to say, look after yourself. If you're noticing that that you've got a shell of a person that is now blaming you, everything, projecting everything onto you, when, you know, you had this knight in shining armour not so long ago, and now you're faced with this, whatever I say is wrong, whatever I do is wrong. They're actually talking about me. They're actually you know, creating this smear campaign about me. Then it's time to think of a strategy of getting away from that person. Really is. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. If you'd like your own intuitive counselling or intuitive reading consultation, please give me an email. My email is in the descriptions area. If you follow my channel, you know that I am an intuitive coach, reader, and I do bring narcissism very much into my readings, so I can help you along your journey spiritually too. So please contact me if you're interested in that. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care. Bye bye.